Okay. I believe this is working. Okay, everybody. Nobody's going to watch this. That's totally fine. It seems to be working. YouTube might still be struggling. The bit rate is fine. Everything seems to be working. So I'm going to talk to you guys. We've been having, of course, just gobs of problems on YouTube, which if you follow our channel, you know this. If you've been trying to watch live, it's been really tough. We've been fighting with it for about 6 weeks, and we've just tried and tried and tried. So we're trying something new. We're going to multicast. That means we're going to stream to Facebook and to YouTube simultaneously. This is a test, so if you do watch this, if it popped up on your feed or whatever, and you happen to be watching this, let me know if this worked, if everything seemed fine, especially if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, that's fine. If you're watching on Facebook, let me know if it worked on Facebook. You'll see I'm looking away from the camera. I'm checking all of the screens here as we're streaming. So I've got Facebook pulled up and YouTube and the service that we're using for the live streaming. As far as I can tell, let's see here. So I think everything's working. And I believe this is what we're going to do tomorrow. No, it's not. It's not working. See, I can tell it's not working already on. Yeah. We've already started to cache on the mixer here. Texting some people. But I can already tell that it's not working. So that is a bummer, guys. This was a test to see if this would work. What happens if I take out YouTube? Does it start working better if I take out YouTube? That's an interesting question. Or maybe our box is dead. It's very possible that some of our equipment is just not working anymore. Yeah, it's just not working still. Man, that is a bummer, guys. Tell you what, I'm going to stop it for a minute and change the setting, and then I'll be back. All right, I think we're back. I went dark for a while there to change some settings. Now I'm back at a much lower bit rate. We'll see how it goes. We'll just kind of keep an eye on it. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Again, I don't know that anybody's watching this, which is fine. I'm going to watch it back later. I'm going to play it back to myself. So we're just testing to see how this works. It looks like we're back. YouTube is still not getting enough video to maintain smooth I can't tell how this is going. This is why we do this, though. This is why we're doing a test instead of trying to figure this out tomorrow. I don't know if this is working at all. So Facebook seems to be skipping around. We're not caching. I'm texting my people. As far as I can tell, everything's working. It's just been maddening, guys. I know it's been very frustrating for people as we've been fighting with the YouTube people who have been relying on this for remote worship. I apologize that we've had so much trouble with this, but we're trying something new to see if it'll work. As far as I can tell, everything seems to be working well. I've dropped down the bit rates. And things seem to be working. As far as I can tell, things seem to be working. We have one viewer. It's probably Jim, who I texted to get on and look. It's hard for me to tell, but things seem to be working at the lower bit rate. Ultimately, of course, we won't be able to tell for sure until tomorrow how this really works. So part of the problem is our internet works fine sometimes during the week, and then sometimes, usually on Sunday, I say that, it's pretty spotty throughout the week too, that it just stops working. I'll say I've been going for 4 minutes at this point on the new setting. Things seems to still be going well. But it's hard to tell. From here, it seems fine. From my end, everything seems to be going okay. It's a lower bit rate than I'd like. Lower quality. Bit rate just means quality. But I can't tell if it's working on Facebook or not. I'm going to have to play it back later, obviously. I'm going to be on for about 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to turn it off and go back and play it. So I think I'll probably just leave this up. I don't know. I don't know if I'll leave it up for YouTube or not. I'll probably make a much better announcement video on YouTube, but for now this works for announcing to people on YouTube, although it still didn't work on YouTube before, so somebody told me on the live stream that it was still buffering and spotty. The status on the YouTube page, which I'm looking at over here, is fluctuating. The status on Facebook seems to be fine. The status on the platform that we're using to stream seems to be fine. Yeah, it just, as far as I can tell, it's working now. Famous last words. It'll work today. Everything will be fine. And then it'll stop. I'm sure that's how it'll work. What happens if I look at the YouTube page? I could watch it from my own YouTube account. See how we're doing. Yeah, so it seems to be working now. We're at 6 minutes on the live stream, the new one with the new settings. Everything seems to be working great. So I think this is how we're going to try it tomorrow. I believe this is how we're going to try it tomorrow. Everything's working. Everything seems to be working on YouTube. Everything seems to be working on Facebook. Again, famous last words. It may not work tomorrow, but as far as I can tell right now, everything's working good. So thanks for bearing with me, guys. I'm going to let it go one more minute on this to see if we start caching. When I say the word cache, that means that there's a little dial icon thing down here on the screen, on this screen, that tells me when the stream is beginning to fail. And so far on the lower setting, things seems to be keeping up and doing okay. So as far as I can tell, this is going to work tomorrow. I don't know if it will, but as far as I can tell right now, things are going to work tomorrow. Man, I hope so, guys. I really hope so. I know this has been frustrating to people. The YouTube stream still seems to be going strong. No buffering, no nothing. We seem to be piping out enough data up to the third-party site that we're using. Everything seems to be working. So I'm gonna temporarily go offline very briefly right now. I'm gonna go to another now. I'm gonna try one more quality setting, and then I'll be back for like 2 more minutes. So I'll be back very soon. And we're back. So I've gone up to the medium. I was at low. I started at high, then it didn't work. I'm down to medium now. I was at low. Low was working good. Now I'm at medium quality, and we'll let this go a bit and see how it works at the middle of the road quality setting. Seems to be working great so far. I was able to get like 7 minutes without any difficulty on this. If you're watching, I don't know if anybody's watching, if you could switch back and forth between YouTube and Facebook, that would be great. To sort of let me know how it is between them. Because I'm sort of watching on my phone here now. I'm watching the YouTube stream to see if there's any buffering or anything. But seems